Hey guys, it's ANicWin, also known as Amy, and happy Monday. I hope you're having a lovely day. This is an apartment renovation in Myshuno, so we're on 131321 Chic Street, so we're right across the hall from 131221 Chic Street. And I've made this a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom unit. Typically, when you load this in, it's going to be a 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom. And honestly, the window layout is so weird. It just felt really not great to make it a 2 bedroom again because you just have weird shapes or you have a bedroom without a window. Now, there are apartment buildings that have bedrooms without windows. It's not necessarily a requirement. Fun fact, for a room to be considered a bedroom, it just has to have a closet. A window is not necessary. That feels like a fire hazard, but who am I? So it just felt better to make this a 1 bedroom. I do throw in some laundry there in that utility closet with the breaker and the pipes and stuff because it is a fixer-upper or needs TLC apartment. So things are leaking and smelly and there's, little critters and stuff living with you. Not my favorite thing in the world. There's also the body outline. I don't understand why that's there. There's probably some lore, but like why? And why can't I remove it? I don't like it. But I digress. This apartment was really not something that I held myself to any standard with. And by that, I mean, it was kind of like a reset. So I just finished school. In fact, today is the 10th. You're going to see this next Monday. So there you go. But I finished school today. My final grades were uploaded. Everything went smoothly. It's all good. But that final month was just so there were 12 projects in total that I was going to have to submit all around the same kind of due date. And I had been working on some, I had just gotten a hold of. And I was just kind of in like a robot mode. I was just doing what needed to be done. And Sims has always been my creative outlet. It always will be. And I just felt like I wasn't able to give my all or haven't been able to give my all. And I don't like that. That displeases me greatly. So I jumped in. I was like, I want to do an apartment renovation, but I have no idea. I have no concept. And I was like, okay, well, let's just see what we can do with the floor plan. So I created the floor plan and then I just furnished it with what felt right. So that's what we have. And I really like this layout and I really do like the apartment. So I'm quite pleased and I feel like I'm back. I'm actually really excited to build and I haven't felt that way in a while, probably since January, which makes me kind of sad. I don't like that at all, but I was hitting some burnout there, but we're good. It's fine. We recovered. So I decided to place the dresser here in the hallway. There's not one in the bedroom, and I did that because since I'm imagining that the sim is going to be living alone, whomever they are, I am picturing a female sim. It could really be whoever you would like, but since they're living alone, I decided to utilize that space for her dresser and like a getting ready area right next to the bathroom because that's what I would do if this was my apartment and I lived alone. I would not be walking all the way across to get dressed and then all the way back. Because I don't get dressed in the bathroom. I don't know about you guys, but it's like hot and steamy in there when you're done with the shower. I want to moisturize and do everything else not in the bathroom. I want like steam free, please. I just feel like I don't get dry otherwise. That could just be me. I've got some sensory, got some sensory issues. But then we move on to the kitchen. I decided to go with these kind of cheaper appliances and countertops. It just felt a little bit more true to the space. They are not the used ones, so they're not disgusting, but they are kind of run down just a bit. I decided to use those books, that little book stack that comes with the bear, because I realized he had little pink glasses, and once I saw it, I couldn't not use that. It cracked me up, but I struggled, and you're seeing me struggle with decorating this corner of this this cabinet, countertop, whatever. I could not do it. I could not, for the life of me, get things that were an appropriate height, because typically you'll have like taller things in the back, and then things will kind of like move down. I just did a hand motion you can't see, but things will scale down and it just kind of draws your eye down. And that's the way that things work. That's the way that placement of objects works. And I couldn't do it. I could not figure it out. So I'm trying different plants. I'm trying different objects. I'm sizing and rescaling and driving myself insane. And I eventually get rid of a few things and I come up with something that I think feels just a little bit more organic. That's the word I'm going to use. I struggled with that for way too long, let's just be real. But I really like her kitchen. It feels like a good mixture of like millennial and vintage, which is, I'm told, actually, I just learned this from my mother, who's a boomer, by the way, that the millennials like interior design style, which is a thing, it's actually called millennial, is a mixture of like boho and mid-century modern. And I'm like, you know, that tracks, because those are the things that I like. I love boho and I love vintage and I love mid-century. So I feel it. I felt it in my soul. But that was her kitchen there. I do have a couple of plants hanging out because I wasn't sure which one I was going to put on the table. I decided to go with that little thing that came with Dine Out. I love that plant. I feel like it's underrated. And I give her a very small, kind of intimate dining space. It's yellow. That was kind of influencing the rest of the vibe. Now, the living room completely changes. What you're going to see in the screenshots is not what you see me build or decorate. And it's fine. So I just changed the color swatch of the sofa. I actually used one of the darker maroon ones, which I haven't used yet and I really enjoyed doing. And it's kind of more of like a red and yellow color scheme as opposed to this kind of teal or aqua and yellow color scheme that I have going on. It just felt too bright and too happy, and it didn't play in well with the yellow that was going on in the dining room. So I do change it, and you'll see it in the screenshots. I didn't do it on camera because as I was taking screenshots, I was like, what is off about this room? What do I not like? And I realized I don't like the mirror above the sofa. It's too high. I also did not like the lights by the mirror. I like the idea, like the concept, hated the actual execution. So I swapped that with the painting, and then it ended up being a whole thing. I also placed a coffee table. I completely missed that when I was building it or, you know, going through and decorating the first time. So you'll see it, like I said, in the screenshots, but just know it's the only room that undergoes a drastic change that I simply did not film it. Then we have a little entryway. I really only made that because I wanted to hide the door. It's brown. It's a little too close to the wall. Everything else that I use has a wood, or every other door and archway that I use has a white wood tone rather than a brown one. It just didn't vibe, so I hid it away. And then we work here on the bedroom. So I love this bedroom more than words can express. I enjoyed putting it together. I thought it was so much fun. I love that wallpaper. I love kind of that muted wood tone that's soft and cream, but all of the accents that I use are a darker wood tone. No, I don't mean the furniture. I mean like the accents on the wall other than that painting because there was no option. But I liked mixing in this case, and I actually changed that shelf with the flowers and stuff on it to a two wood toned swatch, and you'll see that because I think I do it on camera, but I do change that out, and I really love that chair. The island living chairs are my favorite. There's two. There's that one, and there's the one that looks like it's like wicker. I used it in another build recently, and I can't stop using them because I love them so much. And then we're going to work here on her work from home space, her office. Now, I do have it set up as an interior decorator or designer, the one, you know, the career that came with Dream Home Decorator. I only did that because the mood board sparks joy. Really, that's the only reason I wanted to be able to use that. So, you know, you can change up the career if you don't want to keep that. I completely understand if you don't. I like how things synchronize. I just do. But on this note, I'm going to leave you guys here. As always, feel free to leave a like or a comment down below letting me know what you think. You can also subscribe if that's something that would spark joy for you. I will be posting the screenshots on Instagram if you want to hop over there and check those out. I will see you on Monday with my next video. And in the meantime, I hope you have a lovely day and a lovely rest of your week. Bye, guys.
You've got me questioning my position. Am I just filling out? Taking space, not with as much.